Hey there, from the KUOW newsroom, this is Seattle Now. I'm Patricia Murphy with today's top stories. It's Monday, August 24th. Seattle's teachers union and the Seattle School District are working around the clock to ink a new contract and avoid a strike. Class sizes, pay, and workloads are among the sticking points. Heather Barker is a third-grade teacher and is at the bargaining table for the Seattle Education Association.
Nobody wants to go on a strike. But we need to have a contract that allows us to really show up fully for our families and for our students and to really improve our student outcomes. And we're not there yet.
Union members are scheduled to meet on Wednesday to vote on a tentative agreement or authorize a strike. The last time SPS teachers went on strike was in 2022, which delayed the start of the school year by 4 days. Speaking of labor, striking workers in Washington will have to be actively looking for new jobs to collect unemployment while picketing. The federal government says Washington can no longer waive that requirement. As the Washington State Standard reports, since an employer doesn't initiate the separation during a strike, strikers are not exempt from job search requirements. Now, workers must complete and document 3 job search activities each week to get the 6 weeks of benefits available. A Seattle City Council member says it's time for Mayor Katie Wilson to implement a plan for public safety. KNKX's Anna Marie Yanni reports.
Bob Kettle chairs the council's Public Safety Committee. He's reiterating his call to Mayor Wilson to turn on closed-circuit television cameras across the city, including in the Stadium District. Wilson has said the cameras will stay off until a privacy and data audit this fall is reviewed.
We can't, again, wish or hope that nobody gets killed on the streets in Pioneer Square, particularly when we have a system that's gone through the vetting, gone through the protocols.
Kettle says the moment is now, after the mayor requested an investigation into the flow of information to the public following the Bite of Seattle shooting.
This is not just an investigation of SPD leadership. This is of the system, which is the mayor and her administration.
The Seattle City Council has a 2-week hiatus starting Monday. I'm Anna Marie Yanni reporting.
With predictions of a big El Nino weather pattern building later this fall, our long-term forecasts are calling for warmer, drier days in Washington in September and October. The Climate Prediction Center says there's a 60 to 70% chance of above normal temperatures and up to a 50% chance of below normal precipitation. That could be good news for hikers looking to extend their season. However, the Bellingham Herald reports that fall foliage may be a bit more muted as the signal for trees to stop producing chlorophyll may be delayed. The U.S. Federal Trade Commission says it has settled a claim against Seattle-based real estate listing companies Zillow and Redfin. The FTC accused the companies of making a deal to suppress competition in online rental advertising, claiming Redfin agreed to get out of the apartment advertising business for up to 9 years in exchange for a $100 million payout and other compensation from rival Zillow. Among other things, the settlement orders Redfin to re-enter the rental property listing competition by relaunching its rental listings business. Today's settlement resolves litigation brought by attorneys general in several states, including Washington. Whatcom County is launching a $7 million financial aid program to help more low-income families afford childcare. KNKX's Mitch Borden reports.
Next year, Whatcom County will begin offering childcare subsidies to low-income households that include kids who are 5 years old and under that do not qualify for state aid. Families that make up to 75% of the state median income, that's about $105,000 annually for a family of 4, could qualify. They could get a $300 discount per child for licensed care every month. Sarah Simpson is with the Whatcom County Health and Community Services Department. She says decreasing this cost will go a long way for people.
$300 is a week of groceries. I mean, maybe you had to spend a little extra on your utilities that month because it was really hot and you have a new infant and you had to run your air conditioner.
These childcare subsidies are being funded by the county's Healthy Children's Fund, which was created by a voter-approved tax levy in 2022. I'm Mitch Borden, reporting.
We are deep in fire season in the Pacific Northwest. More than 50 new blazes were sparked over the weekend across Washington and Oregon as thunderstorms and lightning rolled across the region. The largest of them is the KUOW fire, which started Saturday on the Yakima Reservation. It's already burned more than 38,000 acres of grass and brush and is 8% contained. Air quality remains good in western Washington today, although it drops to moderate or unhealthy as you head east into the Cascades. The Washington Smoke Blog says starting this afternoon, eastern parts of King, Snohomish, Skagit, and Whatcom counties could start to see smoke and haze from some Cascade fires, which could drop our air quality for a day or two. The 3 fires that hit Spokane neighborhoods earlier this month will likely end up being the most expensive fires in Washington's history. That's the preliminary assessment of Spokane County Assessor Tom Konis, who tells the Spokesman Review newspaper that damage estimates have already exceeded $1 billion. At least 833 homes were destroyed. Items inside the homes and the hundreds of vehicles that burned aren't included in the county's damage assessment. A labor union that represents firefighters is voicing concerns about a supplement that was given to wildland firefighters, including some here in Washington state. The International Association of Firefighters has issued a safety advisory about glutathione. The supplement was given this month to some firefighters who said it helped them feel better after breathing toxic smoke. The firefighters' labor union is urging caution about glutathione's safety, along with unproven claims that it can treat or prevent diseases. The advisory notes the supplement is not FDA approved. Next time on Seattle Now, most insurance plans don't cover fertility care in Washington state, and paying out of pocket can be astronomical.
One round of IVF can cost between $15,000 to upwards of $30,000. Also, you often need several rounds of IVF.
We'll find out how that's playing out for couples Tuesday morning. That's all for today from the KUOW Newsroom in Seattle. Our producer is Brooklyn Jamerson Flowers. I'm Patricia Murphy. Seattle Now and KUOW are members of the NPR network. Hope your week is off to a great start.